Japanese conspiracy, the baby weight scandal. Imagine a newborn in the intensive care unit fighting like a tiny warrior. Doctors say, "We'll keep the baby just a few more days." Parents are like, "Take my wallet, take my soul, just save my kid." But what if the hospital gets paid for those extra days? Big time. And what if baby weight suddenly started mysteriously shrinking? This isn't a movie plot. It actually happened in Japan. It shows how a tiny number on a scale can mean thousands of dollars. It's all about money, incentives, and tiny humans. And yes, hospitals behaved, let's say, creatively. Welcome to supplier-induced demand. What the heck is supplier-induced demand anyway? With supplier-induced demand, doctors unintentionally upselling care because the system pays more. Not evil, not illegal, just incentives doing their thing. Patients can't tell if something is truly needed, especially newborns. So doctors decide, and hospitals get paid. Simple formula, big consequences. Before 2003, Japan paid hospitals for every little thing they did. More tests, more money, more days, more money. System was basically, do more equals get rich. Spoiler, this got expensive fast. Japan then switched to a fixed daily price for most hospital care, except the Neonatal Intensive Care Unit, or NICU, which stayed in the cha-ching money mode. Suddenly, it became the most profitable corner of the hospital. And where profit goes, behavior follows. This is the moment the plot takes a twist. How much is at stake? One NICU day costs roughly $940. Average stay, 43 days. Total bill for one tiny human, $40,600. Don't worry, parents barely pay, taxpayer does. Add just a few days more and hello vacation bonus. The payment depends on birth weight. For babies under 1,000 grams, the maximum stay is 90 days. But for newborns between 1,000 and 1,500 grams, it is only 60 days. That means a 10-gram difference can bring up to 30 extra paid days. About the price of a good used Toyota. Yes, 10 grams. About the weight of one gummy bear. After the reform, suddenly, lots of babies were 999 grams, like way more than biology can explain. Babies were also magically 1,498 grams instead of 1,503 grams. Economists would say, that's weird. And the data would answer, I know, right? How did they catch cheating? Researchers used a statistical test that spots unnatural spikes. Boom, huge spikes exactly where extra money kicked in. After intensive care became more profitable, spikes got even bigger. This isn't biology. This is math meeting money. The numbers basically confessed babies under 1,500 G stayed 4.7 days longer on average. That's a 10.3% increase in the intensive care time. That's huge in healthcare terms. Same babies, same health. Just more luxury and expensive intensive care time. Each baby is $4,900 extra revenue. Nationwide, it is over $100 million per year, not because babies got sicker, just incentives happening quietly. Congrats, you just learned health economics level 999. Perhaps. The babies were actually sicker? Nope. APGAR score? Same. Complications? Same. Diagnoses? Same. Only thing that changed? The payment system. Does it mean that doctors are evil? Nope again. Most doctors were probably thinking, let's be safe. One more day won't hurt. But when the system pays a lot for just one more day, human nature and hospital budgets align perfectly. What is the big lesson of the story? Incentives are invisible, but they control everything. A tiny policy tweak equals millions in overspending. A 10-gram threshold equals a data earthquake. Change the rules, change the behavior. Health policy equals psychology with spreadsheets. How can we stop supplier-induced demand? Don't pay based on easy-to-cheat numbers, like weight. Track hospitals with oddly long stays. Publish transparency dashboards. Audit suspicious weight data. Keep incentives aligned with care, not cash. Why does this problem undermine trust? Every data point is a real newborn fighting for life. Parents are scared and exhausted. They trust doctors completely. That trust is priceless and fragile. A good system protects that trust, always. Would you expect hospitals to tweak baby weights for money? Crazy, right? But it really happened. Want more stories where economics meets real life and gets wild? Share this video with your friends. Hit subscribe and drop a comment. Have you seen other examples when the incentive's gone wrong?